His Excellency, the party leader, all dignitaries present, Sabatia community, my dear family and friends. Rembe Mosi, Rembe Kani. Mimi nikisimama hapa, mimi ni mke wa Macleans, and I'm very sad. I've lost my partner, my planner, my friend, my supporter. But it has not been easy. Ever since Macleans fell ill, I was with him throughout. I met Macleans back in the year 2008. We were both students at the University of Nairobi. I was pursuing a different course, and he was also doing another course, but apparently we lived in the same estate. That was Umoja back then. So we would meet in the evening at the bus stop while going home or coming back to school. And also while waiting for our evening classes, we would meet outside Taifa Hall. So slowly by slowly, we developed interest in each other, but I didn't take it seriously because that time I was not focusing on marriage. But with the frequent meetings at the bus stop, in school, one thing led to another and the rest became history. So I've lived with Macleans for over 10 years. We got married. We are blessed with 3 beautiful girls whom have been introduced. And for the 10 years I've lived with Macleans, he was a loving and caring husband to me, and a dedicated father, loving father to all his children. He loved them dearly. He was a strict disciplinarian, having come from the military, but that didn't make him a good father, or a bad father or a bad husband. He loved us deeply. He made sure we were comfortable, our lives were very comfortable. And as I stand here as the wife to the late Macleans, I want to promise him that all his children will shine the way he would have loved. I want to make sure they get the education that he intended for them, all of them. So I just need the support of my family, the family of Mr. Martin Sloya, the family of Mr. Hippolytus Obunga. I need your support. It's not an easy task. Macleans has left at a very tender age. At 42, it's a very tender age. He still had a lot of ambition, so many things to achieve, but we leave it all to God. I want to talk briefly about Macleans' illness. So Macleans is an ardent gym attendant, and he always encouraged me to join him in the gym. Sometimes he would even pay for me the gym, but I was not so faithful, so he made sure he wakes me up very early in the morning, although sometimes I would disappoint him by not joining him, because he used to wake up at 3:30 a.m. so that by 4 a.m. he's already at the gym. So, but I was not so faithful on my side. So the 10 years I've lived with Macleans, over 10 years that is, Macleans has never been sick. I've never seen him so low in bed. I have never seen, maybe just a small cough, a small flu, but being admitted in the hospital, I have never seen. And having had the military training, Macleans, even when he was in his last days, when he was not feeling well, he could never admit to me that he's not okay. So on the 10th, I think it was on Tuesday night, 10th August, I realized he had an uncomfortable night. So, but still he woke up at 3:30 and went to the gym. So when he came back to freshen up and prepare for work, I told him, make sure you pass by the hospital, you be checked. Even if you are not sick, as a medic, I can sense that you're not so okay. Unajikaza too, but just pass by the hospital and hear what they're saying. So he took his girls, dropped them to school, but then again I asked him, have you gone to the hospital? He told me, yeah, I'm at the hospital. I was at work. So I told him, you get checked up, do the test that the doctor has ordered, then you let me know. So I kept calling him. Daktari asema nini? Then he updates me. So I told him, okay, just take the medicine. I'll see you. I'll come to the hospital. So I requested for some few minutes to rush to Nairobi Hospital from KKNH where I work. It was around 1 by then. So when I called him, it reached a point now I was calling him Muhesh. So I told him, Muhesh, I'm coming. The next thing he told me, here bedroom liweka wapi. So he had already left the hospital. He just told me, I have some meetings back at home. I'll take the 4 p.m. flight. So I said, okay, but make sure you carry the medicine that you are given by the doctor. So I just told him it's okay. So come Friday, the 16th August, I was still at work. I was called by the younger brother of Macleans, Nelson, and he asked me, Mama Pal, umeongea na Mhesh? So I told Nelson, yeah, we talked in the morning. There were some transactions he wanted me to do for him, and I did them at 7 a.m. And he told me it's fine. Then he asked me again, hebu mpigie simu saa hii umuulize ako wapi. So when I called, it was around 3 p.m. on Friday the 16th of August. I asked him, Wesh, uko wapi? He told me, niko tu nyumbani, niko shughuli zangu. Little did I know, he was already admitted at Kisumu Specialist Hospital. So I asked him again, are you sure you are at home? He told me, enyewe, niko hospitali, sisikii vizuri, but niko sawa, I'm getting treatment. So I told him, if I can't get an evening flight Friday, first thing in the morning tomorrow, Saturday, I'll be in Kisumu. I was in Kisumu by 9 a.m. on Saturday. So he was treated Saturday, Sunday, Monday, got cleared. So we left Kisumu at 7 p.m. on Monday. We arrived in Nairobi. It was upbeat. We were with Mheshimiwa Dominic Baraka. And he can attest to this. Macleans was upbeat from the hospital. So we continued with his treatment. I was monitoring all we call them vital signs. I made sure I check his oxygen levels in the morning. I prepare his breakfast, then I leave for work. And I also told him, please, don't go for many errands. You need to rest. You're just from the hospital. So he assured me I'll stay in the house, but Nikiboyeka, I'll take a walk, which he did. From Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he could stay in the house up to around 11, then he leaves for his errands and meeting people here and there. So come Saturday, I think it was now 20th, He left very early in the morning. I think he was going to meet several people. He came back at around 4. He looked tired, but being the soldier he was, alikuwa anajikaza. So he told me, Mama Pearl, see, we can just drive somewhere and just stay somewhere and come back later in the evening. I was like, okay. So he took the kids. He drove us himself. I even asked him, are you able to drive? He told me, yeah, I'm fine, I'll drive. So we left for wherever we were going. Upon reaching, I was ahead with the children. He was still behind looking for parking and all that. Then as we were climbing the stairs, I was called by the guards at the mall where we were. They asked me, Madam, wewe ndio kuna yule mtu? So I looked behind and saw him leaning on the wall. I quickly rushed down the stairs and we sat him down. I requested the guards to assist me with a wheelchair because he was telling me, Akinyi, siski poa. He repeated it 3 times, Akinyi, siski poa, siski poa. So they assisted me to wheel him on a wheelchair to the car. I took the car, drove to my sister's place, dropped the kids very fast, and rushed to the Nairobi hospital. Upon arrival, he was walking. He had now recovered in quotes, and he told me, we just go home, I'm now fine. But I insisted, I told him, just 30 minutes ago, you didn't look fine, so let's just get in. We convinced him with the doctor. He got admitted on Saturday evening. They ran several tests and gave me the results of some. So he stayed in the hospital on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I was there throughout. I could report to work, then request for permission and go to stay with him until Tuesday. Tuesday at 1 p.m. One of his friends has just said here that he talked to him as late as 12 noon. Macleans left us at 3:30, meaning by 12, he was somebody who was talking, was on phone, Facebooking, WhatsApping, and he was just talking. So the doctor came and told me, Madam, we are now ready to start what I want to do. It's a very short thing. Within 30 minutes to 1 hour, I'll be done. And then you can stay with your husband. He started at around 1:30 p.m. He explained to us what he was doing. I was very confident. Being a healthcare worker, I was very confident in the Dr. Oweru Munyu, because this is a doctor who is a chest specialist for the last over 20 years. So he's somebody with so much experience. Even the procedures he was going to do, I was not afraid. I was not shaken. We had confidence in him. So he started at 1. They sent me out of the room. It was not theater as it is being alleged. There was no cutting being done anywhere. It was just visualizing inside the lab. There was nothing to be cut. That is why we were very confident. So before he started, he told me, Macleans himself told me, go to the lab and make cash payments for some of the lab tests. So I took my time. I left them starting. There were 2 doctors and 2 nurses. I went to the lab. It took almost 1 hour. So when I came back, Clement had already arrived from Kisumu. Nelson was there, and his wife, Mama Holder, we were all there waiting. So I came back from the lab. As I was approaching his room, room number 9, HDU, Nairobi Hospital, I heard somebody shout, resuscitation. So I looked and I wanted to confirm, is it his room or it's another room? So I checked and it was room number 9. I ran out because being an ICU worker, when you hear resuscitation, so many things ring into your mind. So I left. I went to the waiting bay and covered my head. I started praying. My brothers-in-law who were there didn't know why I was doing that. I didn't talk to them. I didn't tell them anything. They didn't know why I was covering my head and just saying my own things. I did that for almost 30 minutes. So I went back to check again. Everybody was running around. The medical team, they were all running around, bring this, bring that, get this. It was a scary scene. It was not a nice scene. I was shaken. So they did another 15 minutes running around. Finally, I saw them coming towards me where I was seated and told me, Mama, come. The look on their faces told it all, but nilijikaza, I started walking towards them. They were like, just come, we talk, we tell you. I was now getting annoyed. Where is he alive? Is he talking? What has happened? So the moment the doctor told me, come and sit down, all hell broke loose. Because when somebody is being resuscitated, then you are told, come and sit down. That was the end of story with me. I knew all was not well, and it was not a nice scene. My brothers-in-law were witnesses. So that's how we lost Macleans at 3:23 p.m. on 24th August 2021. May his soul rest in peace. But I still assure him that all your children, Macleans, will get the life that you intended. We will struggle to ensure that they go to school. So before I end my short speech, I would like to thank several groups of people who have stood with us, who have been there for us from when we started this case.